against Team Philippines
Yeah.
later on.
Hopefully, I feel like if there's like a three-way tie, we might even see computations first before actual tiebreakers.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Because usually that's how rule books go, but we're not quite sure on how they're going to resolve if ever they do find a three-way tie. Because as much as possible, they'd like to compute it via numbers first, whoever gets the slot, and before resorting to actually
A match.
playing a match, you know,
Yeah.
because that takes a lot of time, takes a lot of effort and energy as well for the players and the
We'll
coaches.
cross the bridge when we get
Yeah,
there.
and watching the teams that are in the brackets right now, I think this is the bracket where that is most likely to happen.
Oh yeah, it's a stacked bracket.
This
Again,
is a
Team
stacked
Philippines,
bracket.
Team Indonesia, and Team Cambodia.
Yeah.
All of them have quite the risk at stake. Here we go.
Finally, inside the draft, the Ling and the Eve banned immediately for the side of Cambodia, playing once again in the blue side.
Cambodia
And for the
doesn't-
side of the Philippines in the red side, the Joy and the Wan ban. We already know this is the template when you're in the red side.
Cambodia doesn't like the Ling. They don't like the Eve either.
Interesting.
One of which is likely to come out. The other, I don't know why. They're so afraid of that Ling.
That Ling isn't even a hot pick in either the Philippines or Indonesia, so maybe it's more of a a national thing for them, right? Again, I mentioned this before the broadcast started. Different nations, they kind of really gravitate towards specific heroes, and maybe that's just how they play around in their area.
Yeah, and this Ling is actually their first ban. So as you said, Leo, it's kind of weird to see it very early on. And their final ban would be the Valentina that we did see in play in the hands of Indonesia in Game 1.
Yep.
But now they're up against Philippines. They don't want any of the Valentina to happen once again.
Take out the Fanny here. Team Philippines just take out the Fanny
Fanny out.
and then go from there.
Oh, Fanny open.
Okay, leaving the Fanny
Uh-oh.
open for Cambodia. Let's see if they go in for that confident pick. I do feel like Fanny is one of those picks that if you can't play her well, you shouldn't even try.
And I gotta know if the Philippines is ready to pick that up. Because right now, it's looking like with a pick of the Faramis, that's gonna look more unlikely.
Nobody wants to play the Fanny right now. I feel like they're too... It's a little bit nerve-wracking to play Fanny. It is such a big stage. Looks like Arlott and Fredrin will be locked in for the side of the Philippines. We talked about this earlier. The Arlott is one of those heroes definitely game-changing inside the current meta.
Yeah, he has one of the most steal-worthy ultimates as well for a Valentina. That final slash just tilts the tide in favor of either team, depending on how you use it. Alapo on Cambodia's side, though, that's like saying something.
Seems all right. They want to go toe-to-toe against Team Philippines' Arlott pick, and that makes sense. Again, compared to the last game's XP lane matchup, the Glue and the Yuzhong, here you can expect for these XP laners to clash swords.
Wow.
Now, with this Farsa pickup, I think Team Philippines handily won the first phase. I actually like how the first
Like
phase
it.
went here for Team Philippines.
Yeah, for Cambodia, it's like very reminiscent of match number 1's draft, right?
Yeah.
They almost just straight up answer whatever the opponent picks up. You get a Fredrin. Just go straight for a Mortis.
Very reactive.
You
very
get
reactive.
you get an Arlott. You get a Lapu Lapu.
Yeah, very active drafting phase coming in from Cambodia. And looking at the bans, looks like they're going to focus on goal lane here. Philippines taking out the Mozkov. We did see the Mozkov in the hands of, I think, Shell from Indonesia in game number 1. Stellar performance, even securing that MVP. Philippines maybe already practicing for their upcoming match against Indonesia, but they can't think of that yet. They have to beat Cambodia if they want to.
Yeah, Philippines definitely were watching in the previous draft, though. They saw maybe the usage or the comfort that we saw from Pit Marina on that Martis, and maybe they thought, you know what, that girl's risky.
Yeah.
We should not let that fall in the hands of the gold laner of Cambodia.
Atlas banned out for the side of Cambodia. It's just like I mean, Atlas is really strong considering with the Diggy Global ban.
Yep.
Leo, what are your thoughts about this banning phase?
I think it makes sense that Team Philippines are banning out the gold laners because they will forget first dibs on the clapback in the second phase. As for Team Cambodia, if they decide to, they can ban out the Claude here because Team Philippines is going to get their hands on it.
Yeah,
The Claude is so good here against Team Cambodia's first phase.
Yeah, and the Claude could also be the Melissa if you think about it. And even if you have the Lapu-Lapu, the Melissa is still such a great pick, especially against a Faramis lineup. So let's see if they're going to go for the Melissa, but the Brody is still open.
They should pick it here, right? Or else it will get stolen by Cambodia for sure.
Even if it gets stolen, they can get blasted by the Farsa. There's range here. So Team Philippines can think of two things. They can pick it here because they really want to secure it, or they can bait Team Cambodia into getting it and then just give it hell on the clapback. Like, because again, the Farsa.
Yeah, and the
that's
Arlot too. Honestly,
winning
the
matchup.
Arlot final slash could reach inside the go away.
I mean, if Philippines wants, they can also pick a Franco to reach into that back line.
True. So they're gonna lock
There
in
it is.
the Melissa for the side of Philippines.
We're gonna play
Now,
around.
Cambodia, what will you respond with? Brody's still open if you want to have some range advantage against the Melissa.
I've been watching a lot of Leslie. I like Leslie.
Yeah, I mean Leslie's fine.
But
the
yeah,
only problem is late game.
The late
you know?
game, yeah. I obviously Brody is the carry is the straight answer, but is the carry banned? No, it's open. So those are the obvious picks, but will Cambodia go for it?
Yeah.
Oh man,
Carry's
carry.
the next best.
But Farsa though.
Unless you decide to go into the side lane mages.
True.
Okay.
What's stopping them
Nope.
from doing
There's the
so?
carry.
Okay. You know what? I would have been way happier with Harith, but looks like they're going to go for the safer route.
Ooh.
The carry and the Lolita. This is actually amazing.
Yes.
Blocking the muddles coming in from this Melissa pick.
It's pretty perfect, isn't it? That's a perfect answer. I mean, if we're talking about being reactive, Cambodia, they're doing it the right way, especially with that last pick.
Yeah, but I'm afraid of that Lolita's ult getting cancelled. Not much Numinal Blast coming in from Chanta, given that it can be stopped by the Farsa passive,
Or the
by
Arlot.
or the Arlot, the final
That's true.
slash, or the Fredrin coming in. Oh, not even thinking of what might show up here as the roamer.
Kufra?
Oh,
it's a
no.
Kaja!
Actually going
Oh
for
my
Kaja.
goodness!
It was left open.
Actually good. Like, if you think about the Kaja, it's not just about going for big suppressions. It's also about giving great vision around the area with your Ring of Order.
Yeah, that Numenon Blast is gonna get cancelled non-stop this game for sure. So it has to be from a position of stealth if you want to use it. But right now, that Kaja, we're just so used to the Kaja being left back in the draft in the bans that we forgot it was actually open here.
Yeah, and I feel like in terms of better suppression, I'd give it to Kaja, like against the Franco.
100%.
Kaja's more consistent in a way that you could provide vision without actually walking inside bushes. A consistent, slow, and damaging auto-attack passive. This is such a great pick coming in from the side of the Philippines. And for Cambodia, I do have to say that they have that Lapu-Lapu going in for them, and it's his job to go in for that Melissa.
Yep, looking at the lineup here from both teams, it seems like Team Cambodia learned from Game 1 and then executed. They reiterated for a bit, but I'm not so sure that's going to be enough. Playing against Team Philippines here, and you're right, between the Kaja and the Franco, the Kaja just has better re-engage. It's just a easier way throughout early, mid to late for Team Philippines to get what they want better out of team fights.
And now we are heading on to the game. Wachora about to clear her blue side here. Philippines, on the other hand, would be the same. This is a very much mirrored rotation coming in from the junglers, except I think Philippines would have more focus in the gold lane.
Yeah, that gold lane definitely going to be a bigger stadium that we thought it would be, especially right now with the Lolita and the Kaja. Although right now it seems that Vivero has a different plan, trying to hunt down that Martis on the purple side of the map for Cambodia.
Yep. What's happening here is Vivero is buying time for the rest of Team Philippines to actually scale up, so that eventually when this 3-3-3, 4v4 and the turtle comes up, regardless of what happens there, Perez is winning her lane.
Yeah, you gotta get that level 4, and obviously that turtle on the top side of the map means that everyone is gonna be here ready to join the party soon.
Yeah, 15 seconds before the turtle spawns. This is going to be the first turtle of the game. Still no level 4s here except for the junglers after this coin crab goes down.
Marcus
And-
not even.
Oh no!
Wow,
yeah.
El Puerto's already level 4.5, man.
That's right. What
That is
happened?
massive.
Where did Vochora hesitate? Look, Vochora doesn't have the decimate.
Yeah, now level 4 for both junglers. 346
Alright.
HP on the turtle. Being pulled here by El Puerto. Great macro coming in from Philippines. They're
Yep.
going to go in.
Maximum vision. Srenat will not be able to join in the fight. Forced to flicker out. Pulling back Diagon means that more people will be available on the Philippine side
get
to
it.
go and contest the turtle, but still will be taken by Vochora.
Wow.
Interesting. The way that Cambodia bobbed and weaved up top and denied anything sure from Team Philippines made the ladies from the Pearl of the Orient a little confused. They weren't sure, oh, we were so close to getting a kill. Oh no, there's iframes on Vochora, what do we do? And Cambodia punished that confusion. It seems like the shoe's on the other foot this time around. It's Team Philippines who aren't communicating as well.
Yeah, right after that, they also kind of just rotate around Tith Marina, which means that definitely Cambodia, they know their win condition here, man.
Yeah, and the win condition for Cambodia right now is just making sure that Tith Marina is able to farm up, and Vochora being able to secure those retribution steals is actually great for Cambodia. They don't have to win team fights, but if they're able to secure objectives and buy more time for Tith Marina, that's their win condition to take.
I guess the whole safe approach and, oh, wait,
Yeah, no safety will be available here as Philippines takes first blood in the mid against Cambodia. Now, Chanta and Vochora, they're also kind of ready to take this fight if they want to, but considering that their mage is pretty far off in the base, they will decide against that.
All right, despite the lost exchange on the turtle, it looks like Team Philippines not exactly off the board just yet. Yeah, they didn't secure anything in the first engage, but they did get a first blood on Rathiani. And good news is, that's a mid-Faramis. It's a lot more important than actually getting a kill on a roaming Faramis.
Yeah.
So, Team Philippines, off to a great start.
Yeah, and also a relatively good start as well for Perez, where she also has her corrosion site relatively early, around 3 minutes. So
Yeah.
that means that the gold lane actually
Uh-oh.
really, really good right now for the Orient players.
Vivero!
Marina going down. Vivero with a beautiful intercept.
Nice rotation coming in from the Philippines, and looks like the turtle will be the exchange route here for Cambodia. But will they be able to take it down? Chanta going in for the engage, doesn't really go through, but looks like turtle will be secured by the
And
Philippines.
it's going to be a steal. Cold Altar goes up. Looks like Philippines are waiting for it to wear out and then going in for the attack. Srenat, again, no more flicker available for the Lapu. That's going to be him going down. And Vochora will go down next to it. Man, they're not done. Philippines right now are on fire.
2 people down for the side of Cambodia, and Philippines also securing that turtle. What a good trade for the side of the Philippines.
These ladies know what's up. And yes, there was a little bit of hesitation in that first turtle fight, but it's
Puerto.
all coming
Oh,
to plan. Rathiani was caught out at the wrong place at the wrong time. Talking about that last exchange, Team Philippines used the most of that called altar stun. There was nothing Cambodia gave out with that. And oh wow, where was that push? Up top! Oh no!
oh no.
It's a 4K gold lead for the side of the Philippines. It looks like Cambodia is finding trouble to slow down the game. All battle spells burnt out, and Philippines
In 10 minutes. Not a single death as well.
still a perfect game for the side of the Philippines. I would say a very scary sight to behold if you're Indonesia, considering that you fought against the same team, and Philippines is experiencing a better, I would say a better success rate in the 10-minute mark compared to what happened in the Indonesian game.
Oh yeah, they're definitely more dominant here right now. And I think we read into the Lolita pick. We haven't seen the Domino Blast
Nothing.
work at
We
all.
have not seen a full-out team fight. It's always been pick-off after pick-off. It looks like it's going to be another one here.
Yeah, even under the tower, they are playing it around. That Cult Altar actually is a lot better time, but the tower will also fall. Jagon with a flicker in, and a beautiful final slash might actually be the final slash for the game.
And this is a maniac for the Arlott. We talked about this, how impactful this Arlott could be. And now they're going to have just Rathiani defending against 4 people on the side of the Philippines.
Yeah, Diagon might have actually just executed the play of the game, and that will be all she wrote for this one.
With this loss, with this victory for Team Philippines, Team Cambodia is effectively out of the running.
Oh man, that must be very unfortunate for the home team, Cambodia. But this is the harsh reality of esports. Winners will advance, and sports in general, there will be losers. In Cambodia, they did try their best, and we saw that in their first 2 games of the day. Sadly, our last match of the Group A will be Philippines versus Indonesia, and we're going to determine who will be the seed or the first seed of Group A, because seeding still matters for the second part of this tournament, where the first seed of Group A will be fighting against the second seed of Group B. So you'll battle technically a stranger.